What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are reacting to a guy who got divorced. His wife filed for divorce right after they went on vacation. They were married 6 years and she decided to pull the plug. I'm not happy anymore. I just don't know what it is. I just have to find myself. I just want to go live my life. So, yeah, guys, make sure to comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check me out on Rumble. Um, I'll put the original video down below, and I'll put my Rumble channel down below. Anyways, let's get started.
This is the darkest moment that I've ever gone through in my life. It's really hard. I'm struggling to find the right words right now. My heart is absolutely crushed. It's so heavy. I've got so much confusion, and I'm so shocked. I want to address something very personal to me that I thought I'd...
Yeah, you will be shocked when she hits you with, I'm not happy anymore. I just don't know. I'm not in love. I love you, but I'm not in love with you. They'll hit you with stuff like that. Yes, you will be shocked because many times you think everything's fine. You think, everything's great. She's happy. I'm happy, or so you think. And one day she hits you with out of nowhere I don't know. I'm not feeling this anymore. I'm not happy. Yada yada yada. And many guys think that it won't happen to them. Women are insatiable. Women are perpetually miserable. Okay, they jump into things for a while and they can deal with it for a while, but once it's not giving them emotional stimulation anymore, once something is not emotionally stimulating, they're out. Okay, and this guy seems like a great guy, religious guy, and women just biologically, sorry to say this, but they like drama. They like drama, and they like, stressing out about you a little bit. You're too good. This guy, he did everything right. Married her, treated her like a princess, took her on vacations, and they get back from a vacation. She just hits him with, I'm not happy anymore. After he spent, thousands of dollars on a vacation.
Never have to address. My wife and I were celebrating our anniversary at a really beautiful hotel. I had no idea just days later my life would be flipped upside down. So yeah, on July the 17th, just 8 days after celebrating our 6th year anniversary together, my wife decided to pursue her own path without me. Jesus.
Yeah, so she hit you with the I'm not happy 6 years into the relationship. The average is 8 to 12 years around there. So, as you can see, she's close to the average. The average woman around the 8 to 12 year mark around there. Okay, that's when they're just checked out, bro. And many times they'll be in a relationship with you. And they, in their mind, they broke up with you like a year ago, and they just been building themselves up to like do it, to pull the plug. They've been building themselves up to do it. So she filed for divorce at the 6 year mark, but trust me, bro, I guarantee you around 4.5 years, she was regretting being married. She was regretting that she can't live her life and be single, and she's watching all her single friends on Instagram living it up, going to bars and clubs and traveling, and she can't do all of that. All right. She's got to be married and do what married people do, which is many times repetitive, which is go home, go to work, take care of the kids, go home, go to work, take care of the kids, go home, go to work, take care of the kids, go home, go to work, take care of the kids. And women they just don't want that. They just don't want that anymore. And it's fine. Okay. I'm cool that they don't want that. My problem is that when you don't want that, you also want to screw me over financially and clean me out for everything I've ever worked for. Okay? And then go use my money to go live your life with your new boyfriend. Really sad.
Man, there's when I first heard the news through a post message, it just didn't, I couldn't believe it. It just didn't feel real, to be honest. I was just sitting there trying to understand how everything changed so fast. My mind was racing and my heart felt like it was smashed into pieces. Quite honestly, I would never wish that feeling on anyone. During the week, I did know, I did sense something was off, but I honestly thought that we just get through it like every other time. When I sensed something was off, I prayed about it a lot and brought it all in front of the Lord, and I honestly prayed for nothing else than for His will to be done. And so this ended up happening, and well, I want to say I don't blame God even a little bit. While her decision has left me heartbroken and absolutely shocked, I want to respect her and am totally committed to honouring her privacy. There's also this sense of anger right now, and I don't want to get beat up. But quite honestly, this is definitely one of those moments where I'd like to just leave the place, leave the face of the earth, and just run away.
Yeah, that's not a good, man. You're thinking about deleting yourself. No, no, no. Do not do that, man. What you got to do is you got to get back on your feet. I know it's hard. I know it's a tough thought thinking that, she's out there living her life. And as we all know, uh, even your average woman can get like a different guy every night if she wanted to. So she's out there living her life, dating. Women jump on the dating scene, they can get another guy like that, right? And you're going through all these emotions. You have to work yourself and get back in the game and getting used to approaching women and talking to them and blah blah blah. My best advice is just stay single, stay celibate for as long as you can. um but yeah, man, do not delete yourself. And this is the reality of marriage destroys men. Well, divorce destroys men. And women don't care. Okay, a lot of you guys are out there thinking she's your queen, she's a princess, she's not the one who's gonna do it to me. What are the statistics? Like one divorce every 25 seconds in the United States? One divorce gets filed every 25 seconds in the United States. So, and 80 to 90% are filed by women. All of these stats are out there. But yeah, dude, do not delete yourself. Not good.
Very clear that there was no forms of abuse, and I stayed faithful to the very end. Like any relationship, ours had its challenges. This situation has made me take a hard look at myself, my flaws as well as my strengths, and how I can grow moving forwards from here. I'm realizing that healing isn't just about moving forwards, but about realizing who I really am in the eyes of my Father in heaven. So I am surrendering this situation into the hands of God, and I am trusting
Yeah, you replay the situation in your mind, and it eats you alive, and you wonder like, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? I don't understand. As he's saying, he was never abusive. He never cheated. He was a good guy, dedicated to his wife, religious guy. So everyone out there who likes to say that all you have to do is find a good one, find a religious one. Yeah. So it seems like they had a religious marriage, and he's a good guy trying to lead her down, a the Bible's way of being married and all that stuff, a traditional marriage, and it's not good enough. Okay, because no man alive is good enough for any woman, because women are insatiable and they're perpetually miserable and they're perpetually unhappy, and they will find a way to screw things up, because that's just how they're programmed, dude. They're programmed to self-destruct. Okay. So yeah, let's keep listening.
totally in His purpose for this. Even though right now I see no light, I don't see any purpose, I don't see why, I don't understand, but still I know that He has a plan. I would ask that if you trust in Jesus, please keep both of us in your prayers. Thank you so much for the people around me.
Yeah, as you can see, I always got my crucifix. I'm a Catholic. Um, that, to simplify my red pill story, and I got to keep saying this so people can get a reference of time. I got red pilled around 23 years old, 22, 23. I sort of knew that, people are out there dating and having fun and hooking up. I knew that as young as 15 years old. I was doing a little bit of that, but I was mostly grew up Catholic, Catholic rules, and you have to find a woman, and you have to get married, and you have to do the right thing, and you have to do it through the church, and you got to be good, religious Catholic man. That was the mentality that I had, going into to seriously dating. Not high school dating, but like, okay, I'm a man now. I'm an adult now. I gotta man up and do the right thing and get married and be do it the Catholic way. And then I got out there in the dating market and I found out that they're doing crazy stuff, dude. Crazy high body counts. They're on sugar daddy apps. Um, they're going to Miami and all types of places, traveling. They're on dating apps. They're dating multiple guys. They're ghosting guys. They're using guys for money. They're using guys for free food on dates. Like I got into the dating market thinking like this is easy. You find a good girl and you show her you love her and you marry her and you man up. So I got red pill a long time ago. I don't even think about that stuff. One thing I do want to say about Christ, um, in Matthew 10:34, he says, I didn't come to bring peace. I came to bring a sword. Right? I came to bring the sword. So, many people, I like the lovable side of Jesus, turn the other cheek stuff. And by the way, a lot of people misinterpret that. Turn the other cheek doesn't mean let yourself be abused. It means, don't hold a grudge, don't seek vengeance, things like that. It doesn't mean just let people spit on you and take advantage of you. Um, I like that side. I like the side of Jesus where, he's friendly to animals and all that stuff. I like that side. But Jesus was also a serious guy. Okay, Jesus was also a serious guy, and he didn't BS, and he went to war, okay, against the enemies of the church, okay. So, and he came to put God's law on the planet. He was a serious guy. Yeah, I like the hippie lovey-dovey stuff about Jesus, but he was also, a serious guy who didn't joke around and play games.
Helping me at this very moment. And thank you also to the people online that have sent me really nice messages. They've been very helpful. Some have even called and been a helping shoulder to cry on. So thank you. I really need help in this moment. I've never, so to say, been this broken before. In this moment, I honestly don't know what else to do but to glorify my God, who has stuck with me at the very bottom, even though everything else left there.
It's really sad, I usually don't agree with men, weeping and crying and stuff like that, but this will destroy you. Okay, divorce is serious. This will destroy you. All right, you don't know what it is. It's like that. You love someone. You're pouring your heart out. You're willing to die for them, take care of them, and what they want to do is destroy you for everything you've ever worked for, clean your bank account, and go out and sleep around and not everything that you guys have invested into the marriage doesn't matter anymore. And another thing that this guy strikes me as someone who's gonna go back out there and do it again. I'm sorry, man, but some guys just don't learn their lesson. I got into the dating market. I saw what it was like. I got red pilled really early. I started understanding things, and I was like, "Yep, this is a bad idea." You know what I think I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna prioritize VAG. I'm not gonna pedestalize VAG. Um, I know it's not very Catholic of me, but some VAG comes my way, I'll take a little bite, but then stops there. And once again, I won't be an abusive jerk or anything like that, or I'll be a sweetie pie, I'll be a gentleman to an extent, but no cohabitation, no marriage, no kids. I cemented that, many many years ago, and I go back and forth from being celibate, getting some VAG for a while, being celibate, getting some VAG for a while, but never no cohabitation, marriage, or kids. But he strikes me as someone who's going to go back out there and jump into another marriage and do it all over again, get screwed all over again. Real sad.
There has been times where I have been truly overwhelmed with loneliness. Like no one on planet Earth could understand what I was feeling. But in these quiet, painful moments, where I'm right at the bottom where you can't go lower, God has met me there over and over again, and I've never felt His presence more than I do in this time of my life. He has reminded me that I am truly, truly never alone. That truth has kept me grounded, and I know this foundation that I stand on, and that is Jesus Christ. During my 26 years,
Yeah, that feeling of loneliness, you got to get used to that. As a man, no one's coming to help you. No one's coming to save the day. You might have close friends here and there who will give you a helping hand, but if you know, you can be, a sad sack of potatoes for a while, but even your own friends after a while, they're just going to be like, dude, Jerry doesn't get over this, man, dude. I don't know what to do with him, man. Every time he comes around, he's just killing the mood, and he's always sad. And even your loved ones and the people close to you, after a while, they're not gonna like being around you if you're constantly like always sad and always like. So yeah, that's true. You're gonna be lonely. As a man, you're gonna have to figure everything out on your own. It's not like women. They go out there, they find some simp, and he starts forking over money and forking over gifts and attention and love and all that stuff. Doing favors for her. As a man, you gotta thug it out, man. You gotta do everything on your own. And another thing that's gonna make you feel very lonely and lost is what I've noticed is that everyone always takes the woman's side. Okay. As much as they might feel a little bad for you, but for some reason they always take the woman's side. The man's always wrong. Well, what did you do wrong? Well, were you not there enough? Were you working too much? Were you not as supportive of her dreams? And blah, blah. It's always like it's always going to be like your fault. They're always going to find a way to loop this around and blame it on you.
on this earth, I have learned that people most likely and will fail you over and over again. Whether that person is your mum or dad, best friend, girlfriend, boyfriend, even husband or wife, they can leave you and they can fail you. In all of that, one remains. No matter how hard it gets and no matter how dark life is, Jesus remains. The Bible says, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those that are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34:18. I can say with confidence because I've experienced this. I'm learning that in these valleys, I've seen a side of God that I've never experienced before. A closeness that I didn't know was possible in such a time of pain. I trust Him so much now. The future feels like a blank slate right now, and that is actually quite scary, terrifying. But I've started to set small goals. I will continue to focus on my studies, and more than that, I'm trying to rebuild my faith, my confidence, as well as my hope for the future. It is very slow, but I'm starting to understand that healing isn't an overnight process.
Healing, it is a personal journey. One thing that I do not advocate for is, now you're going to go out there into the dating market and you're going to run through women and you're going to be a player and you're going to be ruthless and you don't care. No. I disagree with that. I also don't agree with closing yourself in from the world or anything like that. What you have to do is you have to suck it up, get over it, start finding purpose in life. Don't jump back into the same trap. And just understand that the only way to have a successful, somewhat successful marriage is you literally have to be Amish, move to a third world country. A lot of people are trying to have marriages in this new modern age, and it's not working. You're gonna have to move to the middle of nowhere in Iowa somewhere. No internet. You don't have a phone. She doesn't have a cell phone, and you guys dedicate yourself to working and having kids and taking care of the kids and being with each other. But in this new modern age, women are insatiable. Women are already intrinsically insatiable. Then on top of that, you add social media and consumerism and the thirst for easy attention, and you know how easy it is for them to uh, get dates and stuff like that, dating apps, all that stuff. You add all that stuff into a marriage, and then if she has single friends who are out there living their life, giving her bad advice, stuff, it's so many factors. Or if she works, she has a work husband, some guy at her job or whatever. Like, no, got to do it the traditional way, or I believe 90% of marriages are just gonna fail. Sad. Wish it wasn't like that, but it's true.
It takes a lot of time, and I am taking one day at a time. I'm learning that trusting God is about giving up and not being in control all the time. I have no assurance of what is coming next, but I am trusting that God's plan is bigger than mine. So moving forwards, I'm focusing on my healing journey, supported by loved ones who have opened up their house for me. I honestly don't know where I'd be without the people around me right now. From the friends who have opened up their house straight away the day things happened, to the people online and the messages that I've gotten. It has helped me in ways you can't imagine.
It's nice that he has a support system, but when they hit you with that child support, alimony, and half of everything you've ever worked for, take your house, take your kids, move away, move in some new boyfriend into your old house, can they help you with that? No, they can't. That you're gonna have to suck all that up yourself. This is why it's better to just never jump into that trap. I know many guys, for biological reasons, it drives them to want to mate and get married and have a companion and love and all that stuff, or for religious reasons. But you got to fight it. You got to fight. You have to a little bit go against your religion. I know it's sad to say that, but you have to go against your religion a little bit. And you have to fight your biology. You have to do both of them at the same time, because yeah, they'll give you an ear. You call, you're a little depressed. They might let you stay over at their house for a while, but hopefully this guy's doesn't have to go through court system and getting screwed for all his money. But a lot of guys are, and when men are in that situation, they might as well delete themselves or end up homeless or something, because these divorce courts make billions. These courts, these lawyers, they're making billions off of women's insatiable nature.
Your prayers and your love have lifted me up when it felt like there was no way I could stand. I am so grateful for them and for the grace of God that has kept leading me forwards. I'm trusting God that He's guiding me through this really dark time. To anyone else going through something like this, whether it's heartbreak, loss, or just being lost in life, I want you to know that you are not alone. I don't have all the answers, but God doesn't ask us to have it all figured out. He just asks us to come just as we are, broken and all. In this dark time, I can tell you, Jesus has not left your side. He's with you. He is there, and He will carry you through this. If you don't know Jesus and who He is, here's a small video that you could watch. I can honestly say that some days are better than others. There's those days where I don't want to even get out of bed. There's a lot of ups and downs. There's the days where I see the sun and I see the beauty around me and I enjoy it for a moment.
Yeah, of course there's many days where you don't want to wake up. Who the heck wants to go slave away at their job when you know that a good portion of your money is going to go to child support, alimony, it's going to her. You have to go to work now and pretend like everything's fine when literally your whole life has just been flipped upside down. But you got to fight through it, man. And guys, take example of this guy. Okay, he did everything right. He's a good guy, didn't cheat, didn't abuse her. He's religious. He did everything the right way. You know, and right after they came back from vacation, she says, I'm not happy anymore. Take example. This is the same story over and over and over and over again. I'm sure you guys have some personal stories of your own, and you know people in your personal life who've gone through something like this, or maybe you yourself. Okay, how many celebrities do we have to, celebrity examples do we need that women around the 8 to 12 year mark, they just want to go out and live their life and have fun, and they want to do it on your dime, get a new boyfriend, have some excitement in their life, and basically chew you up and spit you out.
And there's those days where it's hard. But in those days that are really hard, I remind myself that God is there. So yeah, I'm finding strength in the little things, like reading the Bible, praying, and talking to loved ones as friends and family also. It's definitely not easy, but it's the small steps that are keeping me moving forwards.
So there it is, guys. This is his story. Really sad. It's really sad to see him cry and stuff like that on camera. I'm sure it was really hard for him to get it out. Give this, testament to what happened in his life. But 6 years, man, 6 years into the marriage, and she hit him with the "I'm not happy anymore" and "I want to go live my life." Okay. So guys, make sure to comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check me out on Rumble also. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. And do not get married, no cohabitation, no marriage, no kids. Because if not, this will be you or worse. I love you guys.